My name's Niall, and I love sports, but not just one or two of them. I spend my weeks playing and competing in as many of them as I can. I'm a college dual sport athlete right now in football and tennis. So my goal this summer is going to be to master every major sport before I go and get married and football season starts. That gives me 2 months left to go. I'm going to be doing two differently and incredibly ambitious and difficult challenges with each and every sport that I do, along with a mystery sport that you'll see at the end. I chose basketball for the first sport because over on my Instagram, I've documented my progress over the last year of trying to dunk at my height of 5'10". I'm determined to get it one day soon, so it's a no-brainer that that's going to be one of my goals. Also, my future brother-in-law and I have gone 1-1 in our last two basketball one-on-ones, so at the end of the summer I'll also be playing him to see who the real baller is. With that being said, let's get into the first action of the day, and make sure to let me know in the comments who had the best dunk package. Please say me.
Today we're going to be dunking at every height, starting at 7'5".
Next up, we have track. This is actually a sport that I haven't done since high school, since it's always the same season as tennis. Not to spoil the video, but this is me after my first track workout that you'll see in a second. The keys here are going to be to stay super lean, because fat won't help you run fast. And also, I'm going to be training in the weight room with intent and explosiveness. Both of my goals will be difficult, one of which is to reach 23 miles per hour on the track, and the other is to go sub 11.2 on the 100 and sub 52 seconds on the 400, both of which will require me to be super locked into my training. If any of you guys are track athletes, you know the 100-meter race is an all-out sprint, but I honestly lost a bit of speed towards the end, so one thing for me to work on is my sprint endurance. I finished with an 11.74, albeit hand-timed. My sister, who is a track stud, and I will be training together this summer, so stay tuned for that as well. Football is up next, which is the sport that overall I probably put the most amount of time into, between weights, the season, and field work. My goals here are to do my DB drill twice in under 15 seconds and to throw 60 yards. The throwing goal is not at all related to my position being a cornerback, but I was a high school quarterback and I wanted a goal on there that applied to throwing. Overall, these goals aren't anything crazy, so hopefully I can achieve them both, because a lot of the other ones I do for other sports will be very challenging. To start out, this first drill is the DB drill I was talking about, but it's only one time through. I got 7 seconds, so I think that I can do it both ways in 15. Then I got some one-on-ones in. I started off a little shaky, but we ended up getting there eventually. For basically all my life, I played quarterback, and then before I got hurt in high school, I played receiver before switching to cornerback this last year here in college. So at times, I still end up tripping over myself like I do here. Next up, we have one of my favorite sports in boxing, or more specifically, kickboxing. MMA, or more specifically UFC, is my favorite sport to watch, so naturally, being a competitive guy, I started training with my few friends, and since then I've never really stopped, trying to get a few sessions in whenever time allows. I don't spar often just because football has enough CTE, but the feeling of a good boxing or kickboxing session is really unmatched. One of my goals is to master the question mark kick, which you'll see me do in a bit here. However, the other goal is one I want you to leave in the comments for me. The one with the most amount of likes is what I'll do, so please don't give me anything ridiculous. It's probably been a week since I boxed at all, so today I'm going to try to work on my form, get back into things. Alright, now I'm going to start. I'm just going to start pumping the jab, and then I'm going to work jab cross.
Now I'm going to be working on some combos. So I'm going to go 1, block, 1, 2, hook, block, body. Next one I do, I'm going to be working on going in and out of range. So I'm going to be going jab, back up, cross, back up, in with the hook to end it off. So it's going to look just like this. And now we'll end it off with some question marks.
Honestly, I really don't even know where to begin with golf. My dad was great in high school and still shoots barely over par, and my grandpa is a multiple-time state champion. So you'd think I have some great golf genes. But if you look down at the bottom left, you'll see my goal of 100 shows that I did not receive those genes. What's even worse is that I have never even really been within 10 of that goal, so I have my work cut out for me. I think that getting a 300-yard drive is definitely attainable. However, finally breaking 100 will be an absolute grind that you get the treat of being a part of. With that being said, here's some clips of my last round of golf. And yes, I took out the majority of my bad shots because they were horrendous. I'll tell you the result in the end, but I had some good shots, had some bad shots, well, a lot of bad shots. But we hung in there, and I think we have a chance at breaking that 100 by the end of the summer. I finished the day at 116, I believe. Obviously not the best, still got 16 strokes of golf to make up. It could have been worse. Had 2 pars on the day, which brings me some hope, but I just really need to knock down the amount of doubles and triples and even quadruples. Just got to be a little more calm, hit it straight, not worry about hitting it as far. On a lunch break right now, gonna go hit some balls. Got some things to work on. Now here's tennis, which is debatably my best sport. However, that means I have more to work on than ever. Currently, I'm revamping my serve to be able to play at a higher level. My first goal is based off of that, and if I could crank a serve in at 110, I will have completed it. If you don't know what tennis UTR, it's a ranking system, similar to handicaps in golf or maybe ELO in chess. Realistically, a 7 UTR is the bare minimum that I need to be playing quality, collegiate, varsity tennis, so that's my goal. Now I'm headed to the courts for sport number 2 of the day. We're going to be playing some tennis, some singles against my fiance, and then we're going to be playing some doubles against some high school friends and my college doubles partner. I've played tennis quite a bit lately, but I haven't really asked anyone to record, so no video other than this short one with my fiance warming up. But in the future, I definitely will. Oh my. 1 hour in. I'm just trying to have a nice chill session. This one's just cooking me. Absolutely cooking me on every point. But good single sesh, now it's time for some doubles. Here's another sport based off of my love of MMA, and this is a more recent hobby and sport of mine. Jiu-jitsu and wrestling are both super fun, although since I didn't grow up wrestling, I'm not a natural at it. My first goal is a more comedic one, which is to survive against my instructor, who was a UFC fighter, for 1 minute. Apart from that, my goal is to just master cardio and technique so I can hold my own against people who are experienced. Now we have pickleball, and I was a little bit tentative to even include pickleball because some don't even consider it a real sport, but I want your opinion in the comments. It's a fun hobby of mine, and if I do decide to keep it in the video, my experience in it is about 1 year, and my goals are to win a co-ed tournament with my fiance, and also beat my best man who's very good before the wedding. I have been playing a lot lately, but it's usually at night, so the videos aren't great, so we're just going to leave them out. And then lastly, we have our mystery sport, which is going to be any fun sport you guys choose. It's not going to be too demanding, because if I do CrossFit or something like that, I'm not going to be able to do the rest of them. The goals are also going to be for you guys to decide, but please don't make me do anything insane. Overall, all of these challenges are going to be really hard, and if I can even go 50%, I'm going to be happy. 8 or 9 weeks is really not that long when you really think about it, so I have to start training today. Right now, I'm looking to build a strong community of people from all walks of life trying to improve, so my coaching link is going to be in the description. With that being said, thanks for watching, and make sure to check out part 2.